Hi. Today I'm here back home again at Lake Atitlan, and today I'm going to be talking about the Trecena of Tijax. So Tijax is the Nawal of the obsidian blade. Tijax is the Nawal of the healer, and it's also the Nawal of the warrior. Tijax is a Nawal of discernment. It's that sharp blade that we use to cut away the things that cause imbalances. And so as we go into this Trecena, this next 13-day period, this is a time when we might look at something along the lines of editing our life. This is a time when we can be cutting out anything which is holding us back, when we can be cutting out the things which are causing imbalances in our lives. This is a great time for cleansing, to bring health. This is a great time to remove anything which is causing our lives to go out of balance. That's what Tijax does, and it does it with a razor-like discernment. So it gives you a really great idea, gives you the ability to see what needs removing, how to remove it, and to allow it to be cut away gently in order to bring healing. Tijax, as a warrior, even as a warrior, well, we think of this as like a holy warrior. We might think of it rather like a warrior which is bringing peace. We might think of it rather like the idea of a samurai who trains and brings things to perfection in order to keep the peace within their community. This is a kind of Tijax idea. It's about creating unity, and sometimes we need to remove the things which cause disharmony in order to create unity within our family, within our community, and within ourselves. So it might be a time when we're saying goodbye to a few things, when we're allowing them to drift away from our lives as we set them free once and for all. So it's a time to begin a healing process. It's a great time to begin a cleansing process, perhaps a cleansing diet, which will bring healing. So it starts on the day 1 Tijax. So again, this is the potential for healing. We have the first day. Sometimes we might need a little bit of encouragement in order to let go of something. Sometimes we might need a little bit of a gentle nudge to make that healing happen, to start that process, to begin to move forward. This is the new thing that's coming in. And the Tijax brings us the discernment to see what we can leave behind, how to cut it free, gently. And from 1 Tijax, we're going to move into 2 Kawok. So Kawok can be both creator and destroyer. It's seen as the midwife that brings the new life into the world, but it's also the one that tips over the water jar. The storm which creates the flood which washes away the old world so that the new world can come in. So on 2 Kawok, in this Trecena of Tijax, 1 Tijax we've identified what we can cut away. On 2 Kawok, we can see the way that we can gently remove this with compassion. The way that the water might remove something from our life, might wash it away, in order for the new to be born, in order to assist the process of going forward. From 2 Kawok, we move into 3 Achpu. So the number 3 can represent the home. It can represent that place within us, that place of creativity from where everything comes. Now we see it as an internal number, which means that it's not always about looking for the external expression of it. And when we combine it with the Nawal Achpu, we're seeing something, we're looking for the divinity in the world, we're looking for the divinity in life. And as such, when we see it with the 3, we're seeing that as looking within. So this is all about looking for the divinity within. This is all about how we can accentuate, how we can really bring that out by maybe removing something which is stifling it, something which is holding it back. It can also be about looking for the divinity within our home. So Tijax may mean some form of removal of things from our home that cause imbalance, that stop it and stop us from embracing the whole divinity of it. We then move to 4 Imosh. Well, here we are by the lake. Here we are by the great body of water, that great body of water representing the Nawal Imosh. It's our collective consciousness. It's the dream world. It's the lake, the waters from which we all came. And here we see it combined with the number 4. The number 4 representing stability. The number 4 representing the material plane. And so in this material plane, we're bringing something, and Imosh can represent the dream world. So 4 Imosh is a great day to be materializing your dreams into into stability, into the physical plane. We're in the Trecena of Tijax. We're stabilizing those dreams. So we've cleared something away in 1 Tijax, in 2 Kawok. We've identified the holy in 3 Arpu, and in 4 Imosh, we're stabilizing those dreams into the world. This can also be Imosh being a place of creativity, a place of nurture. And so we're bringing that nurture into our physical world, into our material plane. From 4 Imosh, we move into 5 Ik. So 5 Ik may be a day for communication, maybe a day for communication about work, but it might also be a day when it might be a little bit more hard work to get our point across. Ik, the communicator, combined with 5, the number of work. That number of work, meaning we have to put a little bit of extra effort in. Now usually when we see a 5, we're putting the energy in and we're richly rewarded. So it would suggest take a little bit more time, take a little bit more effort in your words, in your communication, and it will be worthwhile in the long run. From 5 Ik, we move into 6 Akabal. So Akabal, the new dawn, the new day, this new concept that's coming into the world. Well, this new concept is coming in as we've removed something, as we're healing something. And this new concept that's coming in is coming in with the number 6, the material plane, but it also drawing on the divine masculine and the divine feminine, the above and below, coming into that material plane. So if there is a day for launching new concepts, if there is a day to bring something new into the world, to shine the light on something which is hidden in darkness, this is a great day for it. It suggests bringing in the inspiration from above and below in order to bring the ultimate stability to a new idea, a new concept. From 6 Akabal, we're then moving into 7 Kat. So Kat, the net. The net is what we harvest our abundance with. The net is what we gather our harvest with. And 7 Kat can represent the end of the harvest. This might be finalizing the collection of something, making our choices. 7, standing on top of the pyramid, being able to see in all directions at once, choosing what we put into our net, maybe sorting through our net. Tijax Trecena, this time of editing, this time of removal of the things that we don't need anymore. We all carry a net. Our net, our bag, what we're carrying on our back, what we have within our homes. And 7 gives us an opportunity to make our choices about what we want to keep in our net and what we want to release from our net. From 7 Kat, we then move into 8 Can. So Can, we've just been through the Can Trecena. 8 Can gives us an opportunity to give thanks for everything that we've learned. The 8 represents wholeness. It represents all the aspects of Can, the power and the wisdom, the empowerment and the learning. So on 8 Can, it's a great day to make ceremony for giving thanks to your teachers. It's a great day to make ceremony to give thanks for the wisdom that you've received. And as a member of the Trecena of Tijax, what we can understand is the way to employ the wholeness of wisdom, the wisdom that comes from understanding all aspects of Can, the power that comes along with it, how to work with that power, what we need to keep and what we can release, the wisdom to take that forward. From 8 Can, we then move into 9 Kame. So, Kame, spiritual transformation. the ancestors. Kame can mean death. And here we see it combined with the number of life, the number 9, the number of the divine feminine. So 9 Kame could be a particularly good day to consult with your female ancestors about what you might keep in your life and what you might release. It can also be a day when we see the release that we're having through the Tijax Trecena coming into our life, causing a transformation to occur. What do we really want? What do we really want to transform in our lives? We talk about it. How are we going to approach it? Tijax allows us to leave something behind, and Kame is transforming what we have into new life. From 9 Kame, we're then going to move into 10 Kiech. So Kiech represents the wilderness, it represents the mountain, it represents the forest, it represents the spirit of nature. And it's from that spirit of nature that the guides, the spiritual guides, get their understanding about what way we can go, what we can do. It's where we get our answers from the mountains, from the trees, from nature. The number 10 represents this. It's 2 hands coming together. It's community. It's cooperation. It's giving each other a hand. And so 10 Kiech represents the ability to work together. The ability to work together within nature, to join hands with nature, to cooperate with nature. To this cooperation, this agreement that we have, this shaking of hands, this is an agreement with nature. And so what we could see as we go through the Trecena of Tijax, as we're cutting away, if we're cutting away the things which are unnatural, then we're coming into harmony, we're coming into agreement with the natural world. And so 10 Kiech may be an excellent day to go through the forest, to go to the mountain and work out what it is that you want to keep. If there's anything else that can be released, and use your cooperation with the natural world to do it. From 10 Kiech, we then move into 11 Anil. 11 Anil, the ripener, the one that's bringing yellowness, the one that's bringing us to an abundant fruition. And of course, as we cut away the things we don't need, as we heal ourselves, this is what we're working towards. We're working towards ripening our souls. We're working towards ripening within these bodies. And the 11 suggests that there may be many different ways to do that. It may be looking in many different directions, drawing on many resources in order to bring that ripeness. From 11 Anil, we then move into 12 Toch. So Toch, the Nawal of payment, the Nawal of sacrifice. Toch is the one where we give back. Toch is the one where we feed the fire. Toch is the one where we say thank you for everything that we've received. So, on this Trecena of Tijax, Toch might be about giving thanks for what we've received, what's guided us, what's taken us so far, and then as we've cut it away in the Tijax Trecena, giving it back to the fire with gratitude for what it's taught us, but giving it back to the fire in order to heal it, to let it go, to give thanks for that. And finally, from 12 Toch, we're going to move into 13 Zi. So Zi, the Nawal of faith and loyalty. Zi, the Nawal of justice and law and guidance. It has so many meanings. The number 13 represents the ancestors and the spirit world. And so what we can see 13 Zi, the last day of the Tijax Trecena, as being having faith in the spirit world, having faith in our guidance. We've moved all the way through this Trecena of healing. We've moved all the way through this Trecena of editing. And finally we've got to this point where we can accept the guidance of our ancestors, where we can accept the guidance of the spirit world in order to help us to heal, to finalize that healing, to end that healing and reconnect with them in that way. So, thank you once again for listening to this. and I look forward to making another video in 13 days' time. Thank you.